I'd like to take you guys along today as I make my first batch of elderberry syrup. Hey guys, it's Stephanie from thefarmhousemom.com, and today we are going to be making elderberry syrup. So I went to the Homesteaders Expo this last weekend and I had a great time. I got to meet Lisa from Farmhouse on Boone. She's super sweet. And I also got to meet Bo Brown, who is the author of Foraging the Ozarks. And we are going to be using his method today of processing elderberries. We have 3 large elderberry bushes on our property that I didn't even know we had. One of the large elderberry trees was very accessible, and so I was able to go down and climb up the tree and get all of the elderberries off of this one patch. But now that I know where they are, next year we are going to make sure we clear down all the thickets, and I will have a really large harvest of elderberries next year. So this is what we got this year. And as I said, we used the method that Bo Brown talks about in his book, Foraging the Ozarks. And that was to harvest the berries, collect the entire head, and freeze. And then once they're frozen, you can shake them over a newspaper. I'm going to go ahead and use a baking pan, and we can get our elderberries. As a precaution, he talks about the root, stem, leaves, and unripe berries containing cyanide-forming glycosides. And so we only want the ripe berries. And so we're gonna go ahead and shake out all these berries, and then we will soak them in water before we put them in the pot. Hey, puppies.
Hi.
How are you? You wanna help?
Okay.
All right, we'll get our book out of the way. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We have all of these frozen berries. So let's see what we can do without you making too much of a mess. Can you, I don't know if you can shake those, honey. You might have to just watch.
I can shake them.
Well, this is kind of thawed a little bit, so let me get the berries off of this, and then let's see if there's ones you can shake. I think you want to try shaking it?
See?
All right, here's a bunch of frozen ones. Ooh, let's just do that. That looks like a great method. Let's just go ahead and dump them all in.
Holy crap!
Don't say that on camera. Don't say holy crap. All right, you want to go ahead and just kind of touch them with your hands? Here, why don't you do that? Why don't you help me kind of touch them with your hands, and all the frozen ones are falling off. So we're kind of massaging instead of shaking, I guess. I'm gonna dump this other one, get all the frozen ones.
What's your ice in there?
Well, because we put it in the freezer and we froze it. All right, we'll use these bowls for, honey, don't eat them.
Why?
Because I don't want you to eat a berry that's not ripe. Hey, don't eat them. Don't eat them yet. Let me show you the ones you can eat. I don't want you to eat one that's not ripe, okay? Do you like them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can eat any of these, okay? But you don't want to eat any green berries. Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? They sound like they're pretty crunchy. Are they crunchy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just want one.
You just want one, okay. Are you done with the eating then?
Yeah, I just want one.
Okay, well, we're getting quite a bit. I didn't think we'd get very many.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, we're getting a lot.
Oh, yeah. See, the very frozen.
Yeah, the frozen ones come off easy, huh?
Yeah, and frozen.
Well, I guess we should have done the sack method where you freeze them and shake them, but we're already halfway through this, so let's just go ahead and do that.
Oh,
I think we're going to get a lot more than we thought we were going to.
I think so. Oh, there's the mice. Let's put that one. Let's
Oop,
put that
they're
one.
flying across the kitchen.
Huh?
Elderberries flying across the kitchen. Ooh, there's a worm that got frozen. Poor little fella. That poor little worm got frozen. That's not nice, is it?
No, you put a lot ice on him.
Well, I didn't know he was on the elderberry.
Oh, he wanted to eat. Oh, he wanted to eat one like that.
Okay, I think this is pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll wash them and pick out the stems. Do you want to go give the other ones to the chickens?
I'm going to put the worm.
The worm, we're going to save that for the chicken too. I got quite a few. I feel like I've got, I don't know, 5 or 6 cups. So let's go ahead and wash them out. I think this will make it a little bit easier to pick out all of the stems. And I just read that if you are cooking them, which we are going to do, that it will take out any of the bad compounds. After we boil this, we're going to be pushing it through a really fine mesh sieve where we're just really getting the juice. Okay, I feel like I got most of the large stems, so I'm gonna go ahead and dump them in and see exactly how much we have. All right, so we got 8 cups of elderberries. Exciting, yeah, we got 8 cups. Okay, I took out as many unripe berries and stems as I could. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the stock pot now, and then we'll match it with 8 cups of water. All right, let's go ahead and take this over to the stove. I boiled the elderberry and water mixture for about an hour and a half until it was reduced by half. And then I had to run into town and teach my fitness class that I teach every day. And when I got back, it was still slightly warm. And then I strained it. I first tried to kind of press it out with a spatula and a wooden spoon. And then I wound up just squeezing it out with my hands, and that seemed to be the best method. And I added the reduced syrup into 2 separate jars with a little over a cup of honey each. When I first was stirring the honey in, the syrup seemed to be very thin, and I got it out of the refrigerator today, and it does seem like it is a little bit thicker. Clings to the spoon a little bit, and it tastes delicious. Of course, it's elderberry juice and honey, so of course it tastes good. So I would say the recipe would just be collect your elderberries, see how much you have, and match your volume of elderberries with the same volume of water, and then put it on a medium heat until it reaches a boil. Turn it down to low and wait until it's reduced by half. If you like videos about farm life, homemaking, and Nigerian dwarf goats, please subscribe for 2 videos a week.